Blue fucking full-grown Aussie. This is what you'd have for breakfast, you fucking dog cat. A fucking BB long-necked 28 in the fucking morning.
Why is he calling
Get that up, yeah.
Alright then, man. Thanks for being the intro, bro. You're gonna be the intro.
Did a quick calibration with it. I didn't have
Oh,
the time to actually properly
fucking full-grown fucking...
Not 101, but exclamation mark.
I see. Guess I'll look that up.
Nicole, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
I'm colorblind. I can't see it.
Alright, good luck on your scary story search.
Thank you. I'll tell you it then, unless you don't want to subscribe and like my videos.
Can you come back? Cause my phone's dead. Can you come back?
Wow, Nicole.
So hey, it's all good.
If you're a fucking true...
Night, I had this. I was just playing on my phone like I normally do at night. And then I was hearing like heavy breathing, like that. And well, yeah. And I've been just not sleeping ever since.
Are you ever scared that the ghost or whatever is gonna eat your toes?
No, not really, cause I have a freaking lightsaber in my own room, so I'm safe.
Like an actual working one, like. Or...
No, like. No, it's just my little brothers, really. But I have that just in case if anyone or.
If you guys ever watched Bugs Bunny, there's this one episode called Jekyll and Hyde in Bugs Bunny. When he drinks the potion, when I was a kid, I used to watch it all the time. When he drinks the potion and he transforms into like the green thing, I would get so scared and I would hide, usually. So one night when I was sleeping, I thought I heard a voice coming from the closed side of my door. So I cuddled up in like the corner because I used to have like railing on the sides of my bed because I was like 5. So I cuddled up there, and then I turn around and he's just towering over my bed.
Bugs Bunny.
And I let out. No, but not Bugs Bunny. Jekyll Hyde. I could send you a picture if you want it. But it was just towering over my bed, and I let out the biggest scream, and all the neighborhood kids woke up.
So you saw a big man over your bed then?
And every night in October, usually like Fridays, I would see him every once in a while when I was a kid. It's like a nightly visitor.
Oh,
But he doesn't come around anymore.
When did it stop? When he would stop coming around?
About the time when I was 15.
15, huh?
Yeah, he stopped finally.
Did you ever get used?
My grandma lived in Colby, Kansas, right? And she was kind of a hoarder, so she would collect like a lot of old antiques and stuff like that, and keep it all in her basement. And so we would go to visit, my whole family and I would sleep in the basement. And everything was fine like the first few times. Nothing seemed weird at all. But then one time I went and I was sleeping, I don't know how to word it. So it's a basement with a bathroom, a laundry room, kind of like a living space, and then a bedroom. And I was sleeping in the middle of the living space. Like I was right by the bathroom, right by the bedroom, and right by the stairs. And so my dad was sleeping in the bedroom, and I was sleeping on an air mattress on the floor.
This is why I don't put water floor. I just kicked it over.
And sorry. It was like 2 in the morning. I was like 17, I was texting my phone. I was awake, and I heard my dad's door handle rattle, and I was like, oh crap, okay, I gotta have my phone. So like I hid my phone, I rolled over, pretended to be asleep, and heard, you know, the door open. I heard him footsteps to the stairs, and then like the footsteps on the stairs, it was like a little kid, like, you know when you were a kid and you're running on all fours up the stairs?
Yeah,
That's what it
yeah.
sounded like super quick.
Huh.
And I was like, I didn't think anything of it. I was kind of tired, but also like I wanted to get back on my phone, so I wasn't thinking about it.
Mhm.
And I heard, you know, footsteps upstairs, and I was just waiting to like be able to go back on my phone. And then I heard at the top of the stairs like a huge, like a bang, in the middle of the stairs a bang, at the bottom of the stairs a bang. It's like 1, 2, 3. And I was like, that sounds kind of weird, but I didn't think anything of it. And then I felt like someone was watching me, like, super close. And again, like, I was not sus or anything. I just was, like, rational. I was like, oh, crap, my dad caught me. He's watching me.
Mhm.
So I just kind of sat there for a minute, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I was on my phone, and then I rolled over. My dad wasn't there. There was no one there, and his door was closed, so I had never opened in the first place.
Wow.
And that scared me a bunch, and then little things after that just kind of kept happening. So, there was another time after that I had just gotten there, and I went downstairs, and I put my dad's luggage down in his room, and everything was fine. And then I heard my sister laugh, but she was laughing in like kind of a weird spot. It was like around the corner in this kind of storage space, and I was like, Cassie, what are you doing? What are you doing back there, Cassie? And she didn't answer, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, you know.
And
it's
so I went
bad if the
upstairs, and I
little
was
kids are
like,
laughing.
so I went upstairs, and I was like, hey, Dad, like, where's my sibling? Where's Cassie? And he was like, oh, she went to the store with your grandpa. And I was like, when? And he's like, right now. She's there right now. And I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't tell them about that. But it gets worse. So I think the scariest thing for me, like, the scariest thing for me was we had just gotten there again. I went downstairs again to put my dad's stuff in his room. And then I went to the bathroom down there. So, you know, minding my own business, going to the bathroom. And I kind of heard something outside the door for like a second. Not too much. So I went, you know, I did my business. I washed my hands. And then I kind of heard like a thump on the door. And I got kind of scared because I'd already had, you know, experiences with it. So I worked up the courage. I opened the door slowly because I was terrified. And there was this wheelie chair, like the whole basement was black, like pitch dark, like you couldn't see anything.
Wow.
That was my own fault. I didn't turn on any lights. That was my own fault. But there was a rolling chair sitting right in front of the door, and I didn't see anybody turn on any lights, like from like the door cracks, you know. There was a rolling chair that was in the way far back corner, so you wouldn't have been able to see it to begin with, to like, you know, move it. But it was sitting right in front of the door, like, facing me. And, I was terrified, and I like, threw the chair, basically. I, like, yeeted it across the room. And I ran upstairs, and I was like, who did that? Who? It's not funny. It's not cool. Who did that? And, everyone was like, what are you talking about? Nobody did anything. Like, stop being dramatic. Nothing's going on. Stop it. And I was like, I swear to God, somebody put the chair in front of the door. Like, who did that? And they all denied it. And, I asked my grandma, you know, a little bit after this, because I stopped sleeping in the basement, but,
America's gun ownership was like 17% in the world, by the way.
I'm sorry, I turned my headset off. My bad. Anyways, so I stopped sleeping in the basement. I asked her, and I was like, Grandma, do you notice anything happening? And she's like, yeah, I hear like scratches like on the wall, or sometimes like footsteps on the stairs, which again, mind you, but I heard footsteps on the stairs too, and I was like, Grandma, like, aren't you scared? And she's like, no, no.
So
But
your
then,
grandma knew that that place was haunted, and she just didn't care.
Yeah, I think she was too old to care. Like, she just didn't give a crap. But then, it gets kind of weirder. So, my grandpa. Okay, so they were in pretty decent health before they moved into this house and before they started hoarding. But so my grandpa, he fell up the stairs, like up, not down, not just up, like a casual trip up the stairs. Even
Like
if
he
you just
fell
like missed a step
upwards?
and you just kind of
Oh, I thought you.
yeah,
Oh,
you just kind
okay.
of trip forward. And so he tripped forward and he broke his femur, which is like maybe his age has something to do with it, but it is the hardest bone in the body to break. It's your thigh bone. So he broke his femur falling up the stairs or tripping up it. And after that, just everything went downhill. Like their health was awful, really bad. And they passed away. And it was my dad's job and my job to go back to the house and clean everything up. And so there were hoarders, so it took a couple weeks. So we were there for a little bit. And I would sleep upstairs again because I was afraid of the basement, but my dad would sleep downstairs. And as at night, I would see like figures kind of walking up and down the hallway, and I just played it off to like, it's nothing, it's fine. I'm just seeing things. I'm already scared of the house, whatever. But then one night, I woke up and the light was off, and it was like a switch light, so I would have to turn it off for my dad. But he was already asleep, so he wouldn't come upstairs and turn off the light. So the light was off, and I was like, oh no, I don't like this. So I turned the light back on.
I'm gonna scoot on by here. Give me 1 second.
Scoot on by.
Yes, I turned the light back on, and as I did so, there was a shadow figure that came out from the hallway, walked around and walked out the front door, like right in front of me as I was sitting on the couch.
Alrighty then. See how it is.
There we go. At this point, ever since 10 suddenly they have a perfect lead
Kind of. Yeah. So the. Okay. So yeah. The shadow figure walked past, and it scared me a bunch. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night. I kept the lights on, and that was pretty much it. And then we got the basement cleared out, and there was a lot of like really old antiques down there. I mean, I'm talking like 1850s, like really old stuff.
Oh shit, my bad. I was looking at my phone.
We got that all cleared out, and I kid you not, like they talk about this in like paranormal shows where it's like, and suddenly the room was clearer and it was easier to breathe and it was brighter. But I kid you not, even my dad, who never believed me from day one, was like, hey, I think you might be right. It does feel a lot better in here. The second we got the basement cleared out. And ever since then, like I've 100% believed, because I experienced a lot of stuff down there. Even my sister. One more story. I'm sorry. One more story.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
There was a time when I was.
Ash.
I was sleeping in the basement.
Well, Ash.
Oh.
What if the house was like haunted by Chucky?
I think it was like an object that was haunted, because they would collect so much that.
That's confusing. Alright.
So,
like the house was so much better once.
So basically, you guys. Hold on, let me turn on my audio. So basically, you guys lived in your grandma's house, and after you guys cleared out the basement, the house felt better.
Well, we would visit. So they moved there when they were like really old, and then they would collect a lot, and then after they kind of passed away, we cleared out the basement, and it felt a lot better. Yeah.
Did you ever feel like uneasy during a certain object that was in the basement? Like, have you ever had a moment where you looked at something and like, I don't like that, even though it's something simple?
Yes. Yes. So
What
there
was
was this dresser. Oh, sorry, sorry.
Oh, no, you're
So
fine.
there was this dresser. And the dresser, beautiful wood, absolutely beautifully furnished, everything polished, beautiful. But it's from the 1800s. It belonged to my great grandma. It was passed down. It's like a family heirloom that I don't want, but there,
Yeah, I can guess
it's like
why.
a dresser with a yeah, the vanity mirror on it. And I don't know how to word it correctly, but like you would look in the mirror and like you knew you were healthy, but you kind of look like pale and sickly. If that
What the
makes
fuck?
sense. You just
For real?
didn't. Yeah, you didn't. It wasn't a
I'm
ton, but it was
confused.
like a subtle amount that you just didn't quite look like you
I
when you
get
were
it. It
looking
was
in the
kind of
mirror. Like you
off.
didn't.
Like you would look in the mirror, you're like something's off.
Yeah, exactly. Things didn't look quite right, and there was even like a hidden drawer in there that we. Back then, people had a bunch of hidden drawers. I don't know why, but they did.
Well, yeah, if they were
But there
trying to
was
rob
like
the
kind of
place,
like a
probably.
lock. Yeah, there's people. Yeah, but it was. There was like the switch, so we could not unjam, and we didn't want to destroy the dresser. Obviously, it was like a family thing. We didn't want to ruin it. We could never get that drawer open, but there is a hidden drawer in there. And that I don't know. Whenever I looked in the mirror, I just didn't feel quite right. And then again, around that time when we got everything, all the big stuff out of that basement, things started to feel better down there. So. And that sounds so weird. Like it was literally like night and day. Like it would be very, very dark, very heavy, very. They say this in the shows, but I swear to gosh, like heavy on your chest. Swear to. Be very heavy on your chest, and then yeah, so very heavy in your chest. And then like the minute like we got all that stuff out of there, it was you could breathe down there. Like you didn't feel bad, you just felt fine. And the light literally shined through the curtains, and that sounds very dramatic, but it's just like the shows, like just like they say.
Yeah, this sounds like
so
it'd
much
be part of a
better.
horror movie. Honestly, not gonna lie.
I know.
You should write your own horror book.
It's not. The thing is, it's very real. This happened. You know, I'm not making it up or anything. Like this 100% happened.
And I have a dog. He ran to the edge of the stairs and started barking. I asked him what it was. He just looked at me and kept barking. And when I walked upstairs, I heard something kind of move and knock something over. There was nothing there when I turned around, and my dog was downstairs at My dog was downstairs at the time.
Do paranormal and all that. So, you know, me and my mom, you know, got me into it. So we go to this house, abandoned.
Okay. Let me.
Subscribe to Jay Senpai channel.
Thank you, Emma Chan. Yes.